Okay, mic should be on. Everything appears to be fine dandy. Let's give her the usual text, which is this and that. There we go. Our friend on board. Hello?
Hello.
Hello! Right, we're back for some more Professor Layton. Also, I saw you sneaking a bit of No Man's Sky there. How dare you? In that 5-minute span.
I just needed to harvest some plants. I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess excellent use of time, but it's like, how long does it take to get in and out of the game, though?
For 2 minutes.
Yeah, time well spent.
Yeah, but it's because I didn't have the resources to plant all the plants in the first place. I had them unharvested in the first, so it was only half now, and this is something that would have bothered me when I started the next time. Like, it's just half of what I could have earned in that time.
Well, you have all the time you need later.
Yeah.
Not right now. Alright, let's get to the game. Here we are. Close that. Right.
But in my defense, I feel like playing No Man's Sky is not as distracting as if I watch music, which I stopped doing because exactly of that, because I sometimes can't hear your voice.
Yeah, you want to end up listening to the whole bloody thing, which same. I'm equally guilty of that for having the stream music play. I was like, oh, I just want to hear the whole thing. 2 more minutes. Right. Anyway, let's see. Going this way. Oh, there we go. So yeah. It was me who played as her. I forgot about that. This is really interesting. Sorry, it's usually the other way around, isn't it?
Yeah, because she wasn't a companion in the like at the beginning.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it won't be so bad. Anyway, oh, is everything all right, miss? I'm fine, thank you. Excuse me.
Hey, did it seem familiar to you at all, Professor?
Yes. Now that you mention it, something about her did seem rather familiar, as you say. Anyway, let's see. That's
This also you, right?
yeah. We'll skip this. It's not.
Oh,
That
okay,
relevant.
it's still the same.
It's talking about the boy. I'm guessing she's referring to Granny Wilderton. Yeah, you can take her this time. I think I don't actually remember which of us voiced her. To be fair.
I don't either. Should I just take
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello there, sunny boys. Ever get all knocked neat and goosebumpy from terrifyingly hard puzzles? Well, have no fear. The beautiful and clever Granny Whittleton stands before you, ready to help. I got why did I pick her up at the dog cloak? Mistakes I made. Just as a thought. Who else could this tiny house belong to?
You want to swap? I'm just saying.
If you don't mind. It's just I completely lost the voice. But okay, I mean, not that I had a really good one. It's just
Range.
Yeah, and I feel like range isn't. I got better at range. It's just remembering and consistency that's
Being
really still
consistent.
bad.
Yeah, I've had my slips.
Hey, wait a second. What are you doing here anyway?
So, you've heard about me, eh, Shorty? Good to know. I'm still a hit with the young'uns.
What do you mean? Of course I've heard of you. We've met before, remember?
Nope. I suspect you've got the wrong granny, boy. Never seen you before in my life. But you're here now, so that means you want to hear my spiel, right?
Not really.
Oh, no need to be so modest. Allow me to thank you for visiting me by bestowing a little tidbit of information on you. My speciality, you see, is puzzles. Puzzles people forget about. Puzzles people miss. Surely you boys have had a few of those, eh? No need to turn red, it happens to the best of puzzlers. What I do, you see, is I take those poor lost little puzzles and invite them to come and stay with me. I imagine any puzzles you left behind have found their way to my shack as well, if you want to say hello. If the shack is empty, then you'll just have to get out there and find some more puzzles. Now, why don't you take a peek inside to see what's there?
Okay. Well, we did miss one somehow. I'm not sure how we missed this one, but if we'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, probably in some random location that you didn't click on.
It's one of these. Oh, hang
Oh,
on.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was just like, I think this is the puzzle I tested on you before when I was playing some own time.
I know, I remember that I got it completely wrong.
You overthought it, if I recall. After trying to fold a strip of paper in half, you notice that one side of the folded strip is 1 centimeter longer than the other. Determined to get it right, you fold the strip again, only to discover that now the other end of the folded strip is 1 centimeter longer than the other. You've now made 2 fold creases in the strip. That is the distance in millimeters between... What is the distance in millimeters between the 2 creases? So, how many millimeters in a centimeter then?
Yeah. I mean, 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters, but
Hang on a minute. Have you got that right? Isn't it the other way around?
what?
Isn't millimeters lesser than centimeters?
Yes, that's why you need 10 millimeters to get 1 centimeter.
Then it's 10 millimeters.
Yeah, I said 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters, right? But
You made it sound like the other way around.
okay, maybe I think I got it correctly. But I mean, this isn't the. Okay.
Wonderful.
Because the distance was always a centimeter, so that is the distance.
Yeah.
That's right. If you're having trouble visualizing this, imagine that the matchbox shown above has a height of 1 centimeter. Now imagine that one of the matchbox's sides was removed. It looks just like your strip of paper after being folded twice. The excess length of your folds is represented by the remaining side. Just think about it. Well, just don't think about it too hardly.
Yeah, I would have thought this again. I feel like no, can't overthink it, but
Sometimes a simple answer is all you need. Oh, he's new.
Oh, a passenger. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to get in the way of using the deck.
No trouble at all, my good man. I take you to another passenger then?
No, I'm just a mechanic.
Ah, he's got an accent.
And the people have accents.
It's a British-based game. What do you expect?
Yeah. Is it just in it? Is it just
In it.
something in it? Oh.
It's just a term.
Does it mean anything? Is it just add stuff to a sentence to put emphasis on it?
It's just a word of confirmation, pretty much. That's all it is.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Probably. Okay. We come along for the ride in case something goes belly up. But as you can see, she's the sun's pound. Makes me chop that easy.
There you go. Sound as a pound. That is definitely British right there.
In fact, I've got so much free time lately. I made a puzzle all by myself. How about it then?
Alright, here we go. What we got? Oh, I remember this one. After years of bad business, a zoo has finally run out of money to buy food for its animals. Bellies rumbling from days with no food, the animals make a plan to escape the zoo. After prizing open the rusty bars of their cages, all the animals attempt to find their way through the maze-like paths of the zoo to exit. Touch the picture of each animal you think made it safely out of the zoo, and then touch submit to answer. Just remember, animals show their true colors in the wild. Okay, so we got 3 carnivores and 3 herbivores. The pandas are the weird. Pandas are weird.
And pandas just eat bears. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to fight one, but they wouldn't just attack. So yeah.
Okay, so the crocodile and the panda will cross each other, so that's a no-go for him. Let's see. What about this? It's either tiger or cheetah. Let's see where that's going. He's not going anywhere. He's a dead end. The gator himself. Will he actually? Nope, he's a dead end too. See.
So if the lion is also dead, and
well, the rabbit won't get out. That's for sure.
yeah, because he crosses with the tiger.
Hang on a minute. No, the tiger can get out.
I mean, not the tiger, the lion. Sorry.
Liar, sorry. And the giraffe also be a dead end, looking like it. Yep,
I
you
mean,
did it.
I'm not surprised
This maze is not very well designed for the average person.
I mean, if this is the first of why is it,
It's very inaccessible.
yeah, why is it a maze? And second, why do you build it in a way that you just can't see the best animals? I mean, no wonder they...
Well, the best animal is the lion, apparently. That's all they cared about. Sharp thinking. The only animal that will safely escape to freedom is the lion. While both the rabbit and the lion will make it as far as the path to the exit, the second the lion spots the rabbit, he's guaranteed to eat it. Nature, red in tooth and claw. Gruesome but true.
Army, you didn't have polished that one off quickly. Let's back to the drawing board for me.
I mean, that wasn't a half bad puzzle, really. Can't fault him for that one. Anyway. Right, can we go in here? Oh, that was Granny Wilson. I'm sorry. Going back. What's in here? Ah, she's still passed out. Never mind.
Sleeping.
Let's see. Have you seen anyone? Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a little boy with a missing shoe crawling around? No, I don't believe so. Come to think of it, a couple who were just here were talking about a child. Interesting. You have any idea as to where we might find this couple now, my good man? I believe they're staying in the fourth carriage, sir. May I suggest paying them a visit? A wonderful suggestion. Thank you for your assistance. Come along now, Luke. Let's drop in on the couple in the fourth carriage. It pays to ask. He makes the most...
She says politely.
Yeah, but also he makes the most sense. He's going to interact with the most people.
Yeah.
Let's see, room 5, 4. This must be the room we just couldn't enter. Or maybe not. I don't know who these two are. But they seem very animated.
Oh there, young fellow. You're in the wrong room. My wife and I are staying here.
Oh, we're dreadfully sorry to intrude, sir, but we are searching for a lost little one. Do you happen to see or hear anything pertaining to this?
Oh, sweetie, I don't believe they might be talking about the darling cutie pie, the chess pie. Remember?
Yes, he was quite a cute one, he was. Small and very clever looking, I'd say.
So you did see Tom, then? He's been missing a while now.
Yeah? I didn't know whether he was a girl or a boy, truth be told. Tom's a right nice name, though.
Oh, wish was dear. I bet my bestie said that it was a girl who passed by her room.
Yes, now that you mention it, I had a feeling that the scamp might have been a girl. But until you flip the thing on its back and get a good long look, you never can be sure, can you?
I'm all confuddled. I don't have the fantasy that we're talking about anymore.
What?
I hate to say it, but it looks like this oddly just turned cold, Professor.
On the contrary, Luke, we may have just stumbled onto some extremely valuable information.
What do you mean, Professor?
You'll see. First, let's return to the scene of Tom's disappearance. Okay. That's probably back where we met up in the investigation first. Ah, Inspector. Tell me, are you any closer to uncovering the whereabouts of that missing child?
So, you two are still flipping furniture trying to find the drag, are you?
You mean to say that the child has been found?
No, not at all. What I'm saying is that the child is no longer on this train. I've asked everyone about, but no one gave me an answer that suggested that we'd seen the lad. This led me to the conclusion that the poor child got off the train or fell off it.
Fell off?
Yes, it is entirely plausible given the way children love to run amok. When you combine that with the oversized heads, you've got yourself a recipe for disaster. I will contact the Volvo police at the next station, so feel free to give up on your search.
In just a moment, Inspector. The windows on this train are very high and every exit is manned. Given the situation, don't you think it's unlikely a child could have made it off the train unnoticed?
Alright, I will humor you. So tell me, Layton, where do you think this elusive dog biter got off to?
Ankle biter.
Okay, but,
How'd you get that conclusion?
I don't know. I usually focus on the voice and not on reading, which probably isn't the best. I actually don't remember what I said either now, so.
That I can't say, but something tells me that we may have been barking up the wrong tree.
Oh, there's just no reasoning with you. Fine, keep playing detective. Nothing will come out of it, I tell you.
Alright then. Hello? Who's this? Pair of legs.
Huh.
What's on your mind, my boy? You look distracted.
It's had to put my finger on why, but I feel like someone has been watching us for a while.
You too. I've been feeling that same sensation myself.
Do you think that someone might be trailing us?
It's certainly possible. Keep an eye out for anything unusual. Hey look, another shoe.
Huh? It looks like one of Tom's shoes, doesn't it, Professor?
It certainly does.
What's this strange for? It's for the same foot as the shoe the inspector gave us earlier.
You know the phrase 2 left feet? I didn't realize it was that literal. So it is. Aha! So then, Tom must be... Oh, Luke, I do believe we've both made a faulty assumption.
Huh? What exactly do you mean?
Recall for a moment the events as they have unfolded thus far.
I should have called it. I actually had a feeling it's going to be a dog, isn't it? Let's see. First, the tiny shoe was found on the floor.
That's right, a shoe small enough for a baby.
And then there was the cap we found in the kitchen. But it is lodged in such a tiny corner, I don't even how Tom could have squeezed in there.
Correct. In order to get back there, Tom would have to be no more than half your size.
I don't think I've seen any boy smaller than myself on the train, now that you mention it.
That was my impression as well, which is why I began to consider a different line of thought. Luke, what if you and I have already seen Tom about, didn't even know it? You see, all the while we've been searching for Tom, we've assumed that he's a small child. But what if that assumption proves false? What if we've been wrong from the start?
I think I see what you're getting at, Professor. The second shoe was a left shoe, identical in every way to the shoe the inspector gave us. If that strange pair of shoes means what I think it does, then our friend Tom is.
Extra puzzle in case you've been keeping an eye out. And then also a fuck you because it's a slide puzzle.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, they had to get an extra one in there somehow. I'm not the greatest at these.
This doesn't feel as bad as other slide puzzles right now, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just a case of figuring out how to get all the pieces
Oh,
arranged
you
the
need
right
to
way.
get the corners correctly, right?
Yeah, I can't move-ish. That's not quite right. Just need a bit of wiggle room, I think. Just need... I got the right idea, I think.
Yeah. You somehow have to get them in the corners, I think, and then it will be easier.
Doesn't really change anything.
Or just block yourself right now. I think you have to... No, I think you have to move them around with... maybe that
Well,
also works.
that's half the idea. I just need the rest.
Yeah. So my plan was that you move them around in a way that the paws are always in the corner of the pictures.
That's definitely.
But I feel like you actually work quite. They're doing quite fine with that, but.
That didn't feel right. I'm not great at slime puzzles, I'm gonna admit that. It will take far too long.
I don't like them. You should get Detective Gumshoe for those.
Okay, thankfully I already had the website up and ready. My preferred website, so it won't take as long. Let's just see how
Is it a new wiki?
Different website. Even though that website does exist.
No,
it's
not
very
is it?
similar.
Not Professor.
No, it's a different designated website. It's the same website I used before because it provides both the American and British puzzles in case you're playing both versions.
Professor Layton to work through
Yep, that one.
blog post. Yeah.
Blog post is the best. That's the one you want. So that goes there and there. Let's see, and then it's there, and then it goes down there. I can probably already see where half this is going, but you know.
Okay, I actually feel validated that my idea was correct.
There we go.
Just leave it to me.
Well, considering that the paws were blocking the middle of the screen, it makes sense to get them out of the way.
Yeah.
Good work.
Tom is a dog.
Do you recall the girl we saw holding a small dog? I suspect that small dog was our friend Tom.
So if we track down the girl, we'll find Tom.
I like that this is our first major mystery that we have to solve, and it's a really simple one. And we can figure it out way in advance because of the evidence they're providing us.
And because it's a classic 12. Yeah.
No, wrong way. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, let's look at the puzzle.
Didn't mean to. A number of people are on a train. At the first station the train pulls into, 1/6 of the people on board get off. At the next station, 1/5 of the remaining passengers get off. This pattern continues so that at the next station, 1/4 get off, then 1/3, and then half. Then, at the final station, all remaining passengers get off the train. Assuming no one got on the train during the journey, what is the lowest number of people who could have been on the train when it set out? Okay, with that logic, half would have to be 2 then, right?
Sorry?
Well, if it's... We're looking for the lowest amount of people that are on the train, right? And so if half has to logically be 2 people, right?
Yeah.
So...
You're spot on. It's pretty much... It has to be 6 people because when one person leaves, it's a 6th. The next time one person leaves, you only have 5, so it's a 5th, a 4th, and so on.
And we want the lowest amount, so starting with half would be 2 and going up from there.
No,
so.
When it's set out, so you need to do it the first time, which is 6, because the first time it's
but
one
I'm
person.
saying to make it simpler, the lowest number for half logically would be 2. So going up from that to 3rd and 4th.
Oh, so that's what you mean. Yeah. That is the correct way of thinking, yeah. But it's 6, yeah. I skipped some steps then.
Hang on a minute. Make sure I'm reading this correctly. So we know, what is the lowest number of people who could have been on the train when it set out? This is here. At the first station, the train pulls into 1/6, so it should be 7 people then.
No, it's 6. Because if a 6th of the people leave, meaning that if one person leaves, on the 6th, it's 1/6.
Okay. Just making sure we're reading that correctly. That's caught us every once in a while. Work. If you assume the train started out with 6 passengers, then only 1 person would have to get off at each station. The puzzle could be really tough if you don't remember to reduce the number of people remaining on the train at each station along the way. It's less that, and we'll figure out how many do we need to start with.
Is it called fractions in English?
Fractions? Yeah, whatever.
I'm so bad with English maths time because I never learned those.
But it's the same application, though. I'm imagining.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's
Anyway,
it should be called fractions.
yeah,
Seems
fractions.
like it.
That's-
Yeah, it's pretty much like if you write it down with one out of something.
Okay. And that's how that one goes. Well, now the show's over, so move it, will ya? If the folks in there find out the pastor's hanging around outside their door, I'm gonna get an earful. Rude. Okay, let's see. Nope, not here. Actually, I think I know where she'll be. Just gonna go ahead and jump right to the end.
How did she move past us?
I don't know, she moves around quite a bit. Also, Chelmy's here.
Well, if it isn't the famous Mr. Layton, dashing me like he knows something I don't. I was just about to head over to Babette's and inform her that the child no longer is aboard the train.
Inspector, we're mere moments away from discovering Tom's location. Could I ask you to give us just a while longer to ponder on the situation?
Still a moment to face the truth, eh, Layton? Fine, since you're so intent on it and seeing as Babette is snapping right now, I will wait a while longer.
Sorry about that. A cough that wouldn't
The
move.
moment she wakes up though, I'm taking my findings to her. Got it? If you want to prove yourself right, bring the boy back before that.
Understood. I plan to do just that, Inspector.
We better find the girl with the dog as quickly as we can, Professor.
Right, let's do that. Oh, who's he?
He's the owner. Right? No.
No, this is a different guy. Well, you could take him, he's only a oneer.
Yeah. Look at that. You managed to solve at least 12 puzzles.
Yeah, he's your first barricade of not solving puzzles, which we've already gotten around a good, what, 15?
We pretty much found everyone, so. I applaud you. Heartily. I can see how I could dislike I can see how I could dislike a couple of Evan solvers like puzzle solvers like. Okay, seriously, I'm sorry.
Breathe,
for
slow
I
you
don't
down.
know,
Don't have to go as fast as
I'm
possible.
tired, but this is suddenly my brain's not working.
Is it
Let's be pals, eh?
Is it because of the text that it's a little, you know, thin? 'Cause I could do
Maybe.
that. Does that make it easier?
Maybe.
Give the next take. Oh no. Okay, well, fuck that then. Never mind.
It doesn't. It does. Doesn't. Oh, there you go. What about? This puzzle's going to keep me up all night. Oh, so about that. Now, what's with you two? What can I do for you?
We're looking for a young lady with a small dog. Have you seen anyone fitting that description?
Yeah, I remember someone like that passed by. I think she was heading to the back of the train.
Thank you very much. We'll just be on our way,
Now hold it right there, top hat.
says the man with the top hat.
I see how it goes. Get old Crossley to answer your question, then scoot off without a word. I told you what you want to know. So the way I see it, you should at least lend a man a hand.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I didn't realize you required our help. How may we be of service?
A friend gave me this puzzle because I love art, but maybe you will have better luck with it than I've had. Fancy giving it a go?
Okay. Clouds and sky. Oh, it's this one. I don't like this one. Good reason why I don't like this one. A man on the train shows you a picture he's painted. Let's say this picture has a total area of 10. Can you work out how much of it is made up of clouds compared to the area that's made up of sky? Don't think you need to guess the answer. There's a definite method you can use to work this out. How much of the area is sky and how much of it is cloud? Fuck this puzzle. I know the answer. It's bullshit.
I mean, my initial guess is half-half, but it's...
What is telling you that? Do tell me.
It just looks like... I don't know, I feel like it's kind of a half and then it's inverted. It kind of looks like... I feel like... Oh, no. There's some of the holes that you can move the shades around and probably
I can
Fill
only
it
do that with
completely out.
the memo, to be fair. That doesn't really change much, though, does it?
Yeah, but I mean, I already could see like the lower one in the middle fits to the top right. The left one is to the left top one and fills it up. And probably with the other one you could do also something.
Either way, you're right, though. So let's see. Wait, how's... You can only put in one number, though, that's the thing. Was it 1-1 then? Or 5-5?
Oh yeah, 5-5. Yeah.
Yes? Yeah, totally return. Smith. Yeah, fuck this. It doesn't look like 50-50 though. Which it isn't.
Wait.
Did we even put that right?
Well, I suppose you
Okay,
I know
then.
the answer was bullshit. Hang on. I remember the solution that was BS about it. Hang on, number 12. Where are we? Cloud to Sky. Sorry, nope, it's 6 and 4. And I just remember the solution. It's literally the amount of wait. Go back. Okay, so the logic of this is that you do add a ruler, that'd be nice. The logic is the amount of grids that is cloud to sky ratio, pretty much.
God. Oh.
Yeah, that's how they're mathing this one out. Is the clouds to sky ratio.
Because yeah,
Bullshit.
because it would fit, like it would fill it, but it fills not because it doesn't go the entire length. Yeah,
Fuck this one though.
yeah.
This is all mostly a matter of perspective.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
It would be nice if they provided the memo too with a rigid line stuff, but no, we can't have that. So your
Yeah.
answer might be going askew because of that. And no rule will fit this screen flat.
Ah, so that's how you do it. You've got quite a head on your shoulders, don't you? Now, as for the girl you were asking about, she's probably on the observation deck behind me.
Thanks. And thanks for the camera piece. Let me just put that piece into place. Let's see. What is that? I think that goes there. It definitely goes there because there's a silver piece there that connects with the wiring on the other thing.
Ah,
Matches
so
just right.
yeah.
And it does look like a flash, if you look at it.
Mhm.
There's a designated hole
Yeah.
for it. Anyway. Yeah, there she is. And she's got more frames on her than usual. Why is that? Right, let me make a save, just in case.
Safe.
Oh, you never know when an emulation may go wrong.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hey, it's you!
Yes, I had the sneaking suspicion that it was you who was tailing us.
Flora! What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. It's just
Why, to remind you that the first game happened.
I didn't want to be all alone again.
Professor?
What lies ahead could be dangerous.
Huh?
There's no going back
That's
now.
why we'll have to be extra careful. All right?
Yep.
It's not like we could just turn this train around, can we?
We're gonna out one child on this, so it can't be that dangerous. Also, she is older than Luke, right? I think she's at least a head
Oh, God knows
taller.
how this works, this anime BS.
Of course, the dog we saw earlier.
Quick, grab him.
I think we were chasing after the dog all along.
Oh, right you are, Luke. Now let's get him back to his owner. Oh, do you mind if I tag along with you? Of course not. Come along now. Okay, cool. And yeah, they added that detail of when the extra character's traveling with you. go into the not there. Sorry, the top of the screen there. They even
Oh,
included
yeah,
the dog
yeah.
there as well, which is a nice touch.
No, it is nice.
Made a sprite and everything. Okay,
Pick one more.
next room over. Don't blame me, they literally reused the same carriage designs for each room. Oh, it's a miracle. You're right, my sweet little Tommy Wummy. I've missed you so, my baby boy. Yep, yep.
This is Tom. We were under the impression that you were searching for a boy, not a mutt with a fancy haircut.
How dare you compare my darling Tommykins to some common street mongrel?
Lost dogs are no matter for Scotland Yard. Next time you go missing, find him yourself. Blimey, some folks have an ounce of sense. Come on, Barton, we've got a real case to solve.
Yes, sir, Inspector.
Don't you walk away from me. I want to have a word with you about your atrocious manners. Well, enough of that. Welcome back, sweetie. Where my little Tommykins are up to today. He's such a darling that I feared someone might have kidnapped him and held him for ransom.
Maybe we should keep Flowers' involvement in Tom's disappearance to ourselves.
Good idea, my boy. Yep. I do believe a reward is in order. Here, I know it's quite, generous, but I insist. Oh, nice. I hear we'll be making a stop in a quaint village by the name of Dropstone.
How much longer until we get there, Professor?
I'm not entirely sure. Why don't we rest until we get there? That should make the time pass faster. Alright, that's one solved. Only another 9 to go. Whatever they may be.
Wait, is it not 10 in total?
Oh, we solved one, so 9 left to go.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot. It's...
And I
no.
thought I was bad at math.
No, it's because like I'm used to, you unlock the thing. It's like, oh yeah, you passed this check, but yeah, you just started. Say, we have been hiding all this time.
Well, until I found that little dog, I'd just been relaxing in my room.
Really? You got your own room?
Sure I do. It's the middle one in the third carriage.
Oh, that's the room right next to us, don't you?
You were just a wall away from us, and I never so much as suspected you were there. It would seem that my powers of observation are rather rusty. Eek! My word. Why is the train stopped?
What's going on?
Ah shit, I got it.
Me.
And I think that's me as well. Both of them are me.
Samuel, you dolt! What did you do this time?
Hey, boss man, chill out. There's a broken train, just sitting on the track. Until we can move that thing out of our way, we're not going anywhere, man.
Then get your rearing gear and move it now! I won't have your laziness tarnishing the military brand.
But, trains are heavy, man. How am I supposed to move it?
I will not hear excuses, especially not from a layabouts conductor like you who barely earns his keep. I don't care how you do it, just get it done.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Just turn it down a notch, Uncle.
Uncle? I may be your uncle, but I'm also president of this railway, and I demand you address me as such.
Okay, alright, sure, whatever you say, Your Majesty. This complicates things. Anyway, hamster. Let's see. Always ignore it in favor of an apple. What does it say how far he's allowed to see it? Oh, within 3 spaces. So, logically, we'll put it there. He still has priority over the apple, but he will go towards it. This should get him past the threshold, though. I think. Yeah, he's going for the apple. It's 3. It's only going to be 6. It's not enough. He's still, you know.
He's fat! You'll get that.
Every opportunity, I will take it.
Okay, so yeah, first time was found that we can't stack it, but now it's stacked the highest.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I'm too nice to that indolent, scruffy nephew of mine. Oh, the louse does is complain.
Yeah. Oh, wait, shit. What seems to be the problem here? Oh, sorry, Mr. Passenger. See, there's this gigantic freight train parked on the track, and it's blocking our way. Clearing the tracks is gonna take some time, so sit back with some fizzy and wait. I see. Can I lend you a hand? For real? Oh yeah, that'd be way helpful. You think you can find a way to move the train blocking the track so we can, like, get moving?
Up aside now, we're not going anywhere until the train moves off the tracks.
Okay. Alright, before we do that, because I might miss my opportunity, check for hint coins here, because you only get the one go, so
Yeah.
don't miss it. Missable hint coins is a thing.
Also,
Anyway.
I'm having really terrible deja vu about this whole thing blocked by train, and I don't know from where.
Me neither, I'm not sure where you're getting it from. Ah, there's one. In the sky. At least I found one, I'll take that one at least. Here. Box. Never mind.
Until we get this train out of the way, the Monetary Express ain't going nowhere.
Alright. This puzzle I can definitely do. Alright, this is similar to the block swapping puzzle, but simpler. All we have to do is just move from train 1 to train 2. I think with the power of stacking, we can just move things out of the way. Goes there, that there, and that can go there. I think you could do this in fewer turns, but that's the most efficient I've been. There you go.
It's actually quite efficient.
Should do the trick.
Yes, new best time.
Also, how did...
The trains move
Let's move
sideways.
Is he a kinetic?
I don't know.
okay.
Hopefully we should now be able to continue on our journey.
Looks like we're good to go. Give me just a second, we'll be up and running again.
Very inconvenient train line.
We're finally moving again.
You shouldn't be too much longer before we arrive in Dropstone.
I wonder if we find anything useful, any information there.
I hope so. Yay, another part. And that's the one we missed. Okay, that's pretty much it for the train.
Nobody got murdered on it.
I know, right?
Strange.
I mean, the closest mystery we got was a missing dog. I guess they thought it was too obvious.
Yeah. Also, everybody would be like, oh, I know who the murderer is. Everyone.
Ooh, 50th anniversary. That's surprisingly young for a village.
Town. Yeah, with old buildings in it.
Hmm. It is indeed a cow. The train's looking pretty trash, so we're stopping here for repairs. We got at least 3 hours until we'll be ready to roll, so why don't you catch the local sites? Capital idea. Besides, who knows what information we might stumble upon in the village. Before we're still on like a bit of a wild goose chase here about the, you know, we're just assuming this direction leads to the box.
Yeah. I actually don't know like when we should get out either, but...
Put that camera piece in. That is clearly a lens piece, but it's the wrong orientation. Yep. Like,
it's even matching up with
the pipe work and all that. I love that shit. Give me more of it.
That is very cool, yeah.
That's kind of the reason why I like doing model kits, which I haven't done one in ages. I need to do one soon.
Ah,
I need to scratch that
maybe
itch.
later, but that could be cool. Yeah.
Have you not done one?
Sorry?
Have you not done a model kit?
No, actually not.
Oh, you should. At least from my experiences, ones that don't require painting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I recommend from my experience, there's many different model kits out there of different brands, whatever. The Figure Rise line of figures, of model kits, whatever. That's my go-to recommendation. One for branding, that's for sure. More recognizable
Okay.
brands. But also they are made to be more simple but durable figures as well. They're posable and everything. You get action figures out of it. Can't argue with that logic.
It's neat, yeah.
And they're actually cheaper than just, buying the action figures on their own at the end of the day.
That is even better.
Stupid licenses. Yeah, Figure Rise has a whole line of Dragon Ball figures, Digimon, and a few others. I still haven't grabbed a Digimon one yet. I really should. You cute.
Oh yeah.
Are you browsing?
This distracted me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Just write a note down.
Look at this, Professor. Professor.
Yes, it's quite lovely, Luke. Oh, but there's something quite odd about the picture.
What do you mean, Professor?
I think I'll let you solve this one. The train stations are an especially good place for dramatic farewells, aren't they? Below is a painting of a man and woman bidding each other a tearful goodbye. Somewhere within this painting, however, is a single unrealistic detail. Finest circle that detail. So what is unrealistic about this picture?
I mean, maybe that the moon wouldn't shine as bright if it's just a crescent moon and not full moon.
Nah, it looks alright to me. It's clouded, actually. It's actually just the right brightness.
I mean, I'm not sure what that small person is because I can't really see it properly.
Doesn't really look out of the ordinary, and blurring it doesn't help. Actually, so the way Professor Layton game work, they have a set of NPC characters that will reoccur. That small person is one of them, so...
Okay.
Anything else that's unusual?
Not really.
Okay, you're gonna smack yourself with this one. It is physically impossible to push that window through the train roof.
Oh,
Compared to the
come
one on the
on.
right. Yeah, I know, right?
Just leave it to me.
It's one of those glossing oversights you don't think about till it's pointed out.
Yeah, this.
Well spotted. Were the man in the painting to open the window as shown above, the frame would go through the roof of the train. These days, most trains have windows that only open partially, of course. Thanks to modern air conditioning, a good number of trains have been fitted with windows that don't open at all. Still my artistic vision.
Maybe it slips bad, but I knew there was something strange about the picture.
Oh, another part. That's just in a painting? Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's go put that piece in. Let's see. Here we go. Up there. Ooh, yes, right there. Look at that. Perfect. Just finding these pieces. They're everywhere. Let's see, does the train dude have something else? I'm telling you, man, this sleepy little farming place is like the chillest place on earth. The boss is wandering around the village, and so is that inspector dude. The village is celebrating its 50th anniversary right now. I bet there's tons of stuff to do. If I was stuck working, I'd definitely go check it out myself. So the village was founded only 50 years ago. It's quite young for a settlement in these parts. Okay, so it's not that unusual then if we're noticing that.
I mean, it is unusual.
It is
like,
unusual, but the fact that we caught on to that quite quickly.
Yeah. And it's visible here. That I really can't believe we finally will find any clues about the Elysian box.
I wouldn't be so sure of that, Luke. Remember, one of the first rules of puzzle solving is that the answer is often in the unlikeliest of places.
I just love this, Professor. I'll be sure to keep my eye peace for clues. Yeah, I can't talk today.
Yeah, it's been an off
Sorry.
day. It happens. Let's see, any other hint coins? There's another one. Bench. Just found Granny Riddleton. I might as well solve it whilst we're here. Might be another camera piece for all we know. Oh, it's this one. 8 people are playing a communication game. In this game, one player has to get their message across to 7 other people. I.e. Chinese whispers. Although I think that's under different names depending on the region.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about. So it's even like, okay, how does this call it?
How do we make this not sound racist?
In English, no, because in Austria it's called it's like literal translation is silent post.
Okay, that makes sense. It takes 1 minute to pass along the message, and each time the message is spoken, it can only have one recipient. Using these rules, what's the shortest amount of time required for the message to pass to all 7 other players? Okay, we have to exclude the person who plays the... you have to exclude the person who has the message, so it would be 6 minutes total, right?
So first person.
First person already has the message, so he doesn't
Yeah.
need to receive it. So it would be 6 minutes, right?
But it's still 7. Yeah, it's 7 times because with 8 people.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it would still be 7. Hang on, wait a minute. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's a catch here. It can't be just 7 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't see it because
Wait,
like only
wait.
one.
We got
Oh no! Yeah,
what if multiple senders?
yeah.
So
I started thinking about it the exact same
yeah,
instant.
it's like, what's the catch here?
Yeah. Oh, there's so.
Math it.
One time.
We just need to reach the total of 7.
I would say 3 minutes because you go like the amount of people that tell messages multiplies by 2, so you have 1, 2. We have 1, then you have 2, 4, then you have 8. So it's
So
3.
3 minutes. Okay. Good thing we noticed that straight away. Almost got me there.
Yeah.
There we have it.
It didn't say it was 1 at a time. They only just said you can only send it 1 person at a time. Yeah, good thing we caught that very quickly. Alright, yeah, another camera piece that's just in this house somehow. Just giving these things away.
Are there camera pieces or places we haven't been yet?
I don't
That's
know.
the real mystery.
Those there, that's my favorite part right there. It's the fact it's the button.
Yeah. You can see the spring and everything.
Okay, well, where's Beluga here?
Well, Mr. Layton, how are you enjoying your time here in Dropstone?
It's delightful. Every once in a while, it's nice to leave the city and enjoy the countryside.
Yeah, it's so fresh and clean. It must be nice to live here all the time. I'm so jealous.
And so you should be, young man. There's something about this place that makes you feel like a new man.
And with the village celebrating its 50th anniversary today, our timing couldn't be better. Come to think of it, your Military Express turned 50 this year, didn't it? Quite the coincidence.
Yes, indeed it did. Sheer coincidence, of course.
Still, it could have been fun to have a double anniversary celebration here at the festival.
Well, we already have a grand 50th anniversary celebration planned at an exclusive venue in London.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'm sure your party will be on par with the excellence of your train.
It will, and on that note, I'm afraid I'll have to excuse myself. Good day to you, Mr. Layton.
Good day to you, Mr. Beluga.
My, it's already a year since she passed away. Time truly does just fly by.
She?
What do you think he was talking about, Professor?
I haven't the slightest idea, Luke.
I can make an educated guess.
It could be anyone, though. Let's see, any other hint coins, even though we don't need them, but still, I'm petty about it. Actually, I think I got all 3
Yes.
already.
The thing I'm missing something.
Check all rooftops. Anything at a peak is a good indicator, most of the time. And then they just don't. I mean, come on. Give me my hint coin, man. I want my hint coin. Being stingy about it, I know it. Right, can we go into any buildings? No? Okay, we'll talk to you.
Oh, and what do we have here? Visitors from out of town.
Indeed we are. We were travelling on the Military Express, but we stopped here for repairs.
If you're here for repairs, there's only one place you could be headed. Am I right?
Only one place we could be headed? What do you mean, sir?
Oh, I'm just thinking out loud. Yep, just talking to myself. I'm good about it. Here, did you notice the festival that's going on today here in Dropstone? Today marks the 50th year since the founding of our village. Make sure you get in on the fun.
I'm sure it'll be a good time. Now give me a puzzle.
Can you believe the weather? It really is the perfect day for a festival.
Here, in the UK? Unheard of.
Yeah, it's like, wait a second. He's talking about weather. Why is he not complaining? This doesn't compute with my Austrian brain. The sunshine has been such a good mood. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a puzzle I've had tucked away.
Alright, so that'll be good.
Austria people would be now complaining, oh god, it's too hot, after complaining for months, oh no, it's too cold and rainy, and then when you have summer again.
You can't appreciate the cold, apparently.
And Tim's just like, ah, finally summer, it's warm.
Below are 4 shapes. 3 of the shapes form a whole cube when fitted together with an identical shape. However, one shape below is different in this regard and doesn't form a cube when joined with another identical shape. Circle the odd shape below out from choices A and D below. Okay, I can already see it. Can I? Hang on. Okay, need a minute here.
Feel like
A would definitely work. B can
A would-
totally work.
yeah, A and B totally.
C and D is an oddity there.
I feel like
Trying
C could also work. I'm actually not sure about D the more I think about it.
Yeah. No, that won't work. Like it looks like it should work, but not quite.
There's something of it seems like it looks like in the first glance that it shouldn't work, but I don't see why it shouldn't.
Yeah, because that wedge piece. No, actually, looking at it more, it's starting to break down. These are oddities. I'll give you that. It's either C or D. I want to believe C. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'll actually try it. Like, D has really stumbled.
These.
But I will try to sketch it in.
Let's just
A.
see what we get.
Test my theory.
Okay, we'll see.
Well,
Yeah, that one just
I
wasn't
suppose
clicking with
you
me for some
can't
reason.
win them all.
I'm usually good at this. That one getting me. C should work in theory, but then when you think about it,
This should do the trick.
must be a part of it that we just can't quite see. Ah, yeah, there it is.
Okay.
It becomes like an odd square shape. It just wouldn't physically fit. C will not form a cube when joined with another identical shape. Some areas of the shape are just a little too complex to fix together neatly. Still, with just a few alterations, you could probably change the shape into something that works, don't you think? That's probably what we were thinking.
Yeah, because like the edges actually line up the.
It would work, but it'd be the wrong
It's
shape.
just that you then have the long shape in the wrong place, which I didn't consider. Yeah. Corpse, you just breezed through my best puzzle. I didn't see that coming.
That's your best?
Well, we're talking puzzle. I heard about the mystery puzzle collecting lady. Which girl since does all the lost puzzles of the world. How she does it is a conundrum wrapped in an enigma, chef and mystery. You know, a syndrome.
Okay, that one's baffling me. I've not heard of that one before.
I mean, I think he just made this up.
Yes, he did.
Oh, look at all the stuff there's to do.
I've never been to a festival before. It's wonderful.
Oh, that's right, Fleur. I forgot my equipment in that one little village.
She was pretty isolated.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't have other humans.
No, she did
Was
not.
the butler human? I forgot.
I think he was. Maybe.
Well, now's a chance to make up for the lost time. Let's explore.
Yes, let's. Well, where should we go first?
Oh, let's go for that booth over there. I want to see what they've got.
Wait for me. You two watch where you're running, or you're liable to crash into something.
Good thing he isn't disguised as Flora, which I think does happen at some point, or is this just...
I think it's just you, man.
What I say?
I think that's just you, man. What are all these arrows for?
Oh, it's a fairground game.
Hey there, Squirts. Try your hand at this game of mine. I'll tell you what, since business is so slow right now, the first try's on me.
Gosh, really, mister? Come on, bro, we can try together.
Bit cheating then, isn't it? Ah, it's this one. This is a fuck you. A bag of sweets dangles from one of 3 arrows attached to the wall. Assuming that all 3 arrows are are perfectly straight, which arrow is connected to the sweets? Yeah, this one's a bit of a fuck you though. Trying to remember the logic
C.
behind this. Hang on, I got a fucking
I said C based on me measuring with a card that I have on my desk.
yeah, I'm measuring it with my stylus right now, so this is equally flat. It's more lining up with B, really?
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. I just remember the answer to this one being a complete fuck you, though. But we'll find out. So what do you want, B or C?
I mean, I see C more than B, but...
Okay.
I'll let you decide.
You say C? Okay.
Uh,
Well, I'm stumped.
Yeah, even the thing is telling you, no. Yeah, with that logic, I'm gonna go with A, because fuck you, it's the furthest one away.
Let's see if this works.
Oh no, it was B.
Oops, that wasn't right.
I just thought, I'll just go against the game's wishes. What's the worst that can happen? Okay then, B.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
Oh no, that she was just an illusionary trick. Your card alignment was off then.
yeah. Blame it on Parsec.
Yeah, sure. Nicely done, Shoy. Here's a little something for that fine performance.
Really? Gosh, thank you.
Oh wow, a spring! What a great prize.
I mean, at least you can win the prize.
At least you just gave away trash though, if it was anyone else. Oh. That doesn't look right. This is one of those oddity pieces. Don't think we'll know the
Probably
place.
have to wait.
Yeah, we won't know. Yeah, we won't know the placement of that one till later. Okay, what else?
I mean,
Okay.
I still feel like my general assumption is whenever I would go to something like that, then they would just get robbed and I can't win anyways.
Look at all the fruits and veg on the cart.
It probably belongs to the person running that little stand.
Oh, but it looks like one of the wheels is dented. That must make it difficult to move.
Yeah, I bet it's a real pain.
Oh, but you know, that reminds me of a puzzle about a dented wheel. Considering the village she grew up on, she probably knows thousands of puzzles. Oh, it's this. Okay, this will be interesting. In the back of the train yard, there's an old warped wheel lying on the ground, as shown below. While no longer functional, the wheel is interesting because when rolled on a flat surface, its axle traces a funny pattern if you look at it from the side. Of the 5 diagrams below, which one depicts the actual path of the axle? Yeah, this is an oddity, this one.
So the triangle is the wheel?
Yeah, the axle. Say if you put a pen where that little circular bit is, that's what it's going to be drawing out.
Okay.
I need to visualize. I think it's
So-
A.
It has to go higher. So assume you just move it forward, right?
Yeah. If
So
you're
it has to
rotating
go
it to the
higher
right,
the first.
when it lands down, it's got to be quite low.
Yeah, but like this
Has to be
first
A.
initially it has to go a bit higher
Yes.
because
Which it's already depicting arcing on its way back down.
yeah, I would also say it has to be A because it starts high. You have the bit of dip in the middle that is in comparison to E.
Mm-hmm.
It gets higher again because you have the corner that it's closest to that would make it go up. And then you have the same thing again, like in the front.
Should be A.
Yeah.
Here goes.
You can try this on the magnitude of different shapes to get different results.
Layton's
It's
apprentice
fascinating.
strikes again.
That's right. Diagram A correctly traces the path of the axle as the wheel rolls. You probably won't see this wheel on a train anytime soon, but it would be fun to watch it bounce around. I think Mythbusters did something with some unique shapes of wheels, if I remember. The old square wheel. That's right, Luke. You sure worked that one out quickly.
Have you got any more puzzles? I've got answers. I'm impressed in a puzzle like that. I never had that done before.
It's less a puzzle, more of a, what is it, geometrical type thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think puzzle is, at least from an outside English perspective, for me there's like a bit of a distinction between a riddle and a puzzle.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
you know, a riddle is something that is, you know, just trying to disturb the truth, and where a puzzle is something you can actually work out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in that description this is a puzzle because, yeah, you can
Definitely.
apply logic to it and figure it out.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
doing some top secret. Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Hey,
So-
here, I'll take it. We're doing some top secret festival prep back here, so you can't come in yet, okay? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right then, we'll fuck off then.
Yeah.
Let's see, left or right. Left only can go so far, so we'll do that first.
Gracious, the weather couldn't be finer for celebrating the Upstone's fancy fifth. Memory's not what it used to be, but you're not from around here. Are you waiting for the train? Wait, ah,
No, you were going right.
Yeah, I'm just confused because like he responded to like a question. It's like, oh no, it's just rhetorically. How do I know, you ask? Well, this isn't the first time it's happened. As fancy as the train is, it must be rotten in shape. Chin up, Sunny. More often than not, the train gets fixed in a few hours. But with the festival and all, there's plenty to see and do here in the meantime.
Oh, that must mean that's a budget train that's barely holding on, isn't it? The fact it has to be constantly fixed.
Yeah.
Spared no expense, says no one.
When they say it, they didn't do it.
They didn't do it. Thank you for the information. If I could trouble you for a moment, though, I'd like to ask about a relic known as the Elysian Box. We also know it as Pandora's Box.
Dear me. I mean, oh, to me, I've never heard of the dreadful thing. Never you, huh?
Hang on a minute.
Well, I'm not sure if I want to talk to you anymore.
Sorry, it's... Oh, fine. Overlay thing. I didn't think about that. Oh well. Still, it applies.
To be frank, I was in high spirits till you came around. Now I'm grumpier than a cat in the rain. If you want to prove you're sorry for me one day, soft this here. Wait,
Oh, excuse me then.
what was the sentence that said soft this here, puzzle?
Yeah. Solve this here puzzle.
Is this grammatically correct?
Yes,
or
that is
just-
grammatically correct. I've heard that once or twice in a few things.
English is also weird. I
It is
mean,
very English.
not compared to German because they can do so many crazy things.
Anyway. A pro golfer has the amazing ability to consistently putt distances of 3, 5, 7, and 11 meters. Strangely enough, though, those are the only distances he can putt. Currently, our golfer stands on the green with his ball 20 meters from the hole. What's the fewest number of strokes he can use to get the ball into the hole? Assume that if the ball is hit farther than the distance remaining to the hole, it will roll over to the other side without going into the cup. I think that's a factor of solving the answer. But with that logic, let's see, 3, 5, 7, and 11 meters. Well, technically it's 4 if you can just do 3 and 7. But can you do it fewer?
You can't do 3 and 7 because then you would be 1 over.
Really? Maybe 10 and then another 10, that's 20.
Oh, you mean, so 3, sorry, yeah. I thought you said he has to do 7 3 times.
No.
Okay, yeah, I got you now it.
If you do the 11 twice, that's 22. Can you use the 3 to roll back? I'm right?
Oh, what's a pudding?
If you use 11 twice, that's 22.
Oh yeah, it will go over, so you're then 2 meters away.
Then you just use the 3? Or is that not?
No, you can. But yeah, I think you're right with that you... How about you do 11, 7, then we're at 18. And then if you do 5, 3 or 3 away, you can do the 3 back, but that doesn't change it.
Yeah, we're still at 4. We need to be less than that. In theory. Can we do it less?
I mean, my mathematically primed brain thinks prime number maybe this is maybe it's because there's like this method where you can determine what's the lowest multiple of prime numbers, so like the manner, but I don't think this is relevant for this at all. Just like I see for prime numbers, I go to think about it. It has to be less than 4.
Yeah, but just I want to instinctually say it's 3, but I can't really
figure out how you
can't really
get there.
prove it. But I want to say is 3. The minimum we're figuring out possible is 4. We want to say 3.
The easy way, but it has to be.
Should we just say 3 for fuck its sake?
Yeah.
I can't see it being done in 2 or 1. It's not possible.
No.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Just double checking the rules in case we can break it.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay, no, okay. We're fine.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean by that? You could do some pretty amazing things. There's some BS going on here. I can smell it.
What?
Wait. Wait, what about curving shots and such? Does it have to be a straight line?
I would assume it has to, because then the rules don't apply at all.
It didn't say you have to hit it straight on. That's it. That was the answer. He can putt away and then putt straight back in.
Oh.
He didn't say he had to putt straight towards it.
Yeah.
So he can do it in 2 hits then, in theory, right? With just 2 11s.
Yeah, but how does he get it 2 meters away?
I think it's 2. Hang on, I'm positive it's 2.
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle.
I remembered the answer of the image. There you go.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I see. It's like, how does he curve the...
It wasn't particularly curving, it was just putting away from it. He's so consistent.
Yeah, you're phrasing threw me off. It's putting, but not putting it not directly towards it.
Yeah, no one said the golfer had to putt directly towards the hole, did they? He's right. Sure, in order to sink the putt using the method shown above, he'd need to calculate the angle of each shot perfectly, but that's probably why they call him a pro. Gotta remember that.
That's right. Very nice. Got a good on your hull. You got a good head on those shoulders, Sonny. Mind you, you'd need one to wear that hat.
It is a dapper hat. Wish I had one like that. I really am in itching of a need of a good hat because I just don't have one.
I mean, you are British. Right?
I know, right?
Nobody would run it out if you have a cool hat.
It's just all they got right now for hats is those cheap netted fedora hat type things that you can only wear in the summer. Nowhere else. I need to find a hat shop. That's the answer I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Hey there, fellas. I'm in a real bind here. Help an old gal out, will you?
What seems to be the problem, madam?
My sweet little bird fell down a hole in the ground. I want to help the poor thing, but I just can't reach her. Do you have any ideas?
I believe there's something we can try. Let's see here. Oh no, Laurel's poor little bird has fallen down a long winding hole in the ground. In front of the bird are 3 paths labelled A, B, and C. Which tunnel should the bird take in order to make it back above ground? Okay, obviously want to avoid the snake. Alright, I'll just follow the route to see where it leads me. Not A. A is not valid. B's looking promising. Let me just check alternate routes just in case. That loops around, so B is guaranteed.
Yeah.
C is just nowhere that way. That way loops around. Okay, yeah, mostly loops around, so it has to be B.
This should do the trick.
That's just a case of processing.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Yeah, see? When you color it in, it makes it easier. Most of the shit loops around itself.
But
There's my little birdie. I was worried she'd be stuck down there forever. I wish I had some way of thanking you properly. Oh, I know. Here, you can have this tea set and these lovely herbs. Take them, I insist.
Ah, you know we're British when we have to make some tea.
it's a funny game.
Mm-hmm. Completely optional. You don't need to do this, I don't think. Maybe there might be one case where it's mandatory, but mostly optional.
Tea, and grey, hot.
Alright, let's make some tea. Why not? So this is part minigame, part necessary for some people. Some people is quenching a thirst. You need to supply it. And not with cactus juice, sadly.
Yeah, it's the crunchiest.
Actually, I say that. I think there might be a cactus ingredient, if I'm remembering correctly. Find out in a minute. But yeah, it would be wise to combine these teas with as much as you can to figure them out. They do describe what they are. There's a certain amount of tea list and such. So we've got this many tea combinations to have. It'd be wise if you could look up online what the combinations are if you can't be asked, because there's only so many you can make. So let's just do all 3 by default. See when we get there. Put that there. Ah, yes, a nice kappa. Yeah? They tell you if you do it right or wrong. Yeah. Top screen.
Oh, it's sour and a little sweet. Yum.
I certainly have to tip my hat to this tea's drinkability. I imagine it would be a delicious iced as well.
Yeah, it's nice and light. I'm sure just about anyone would be happy to have a cup.
Yes. I myself am partial to its lovely fruity aftertaste. Okay. Let me see. I think it's this one, that one, and another sugar, I think. I think I only have 2 combinations here. No, that's not right. Let's read the bad one.
This smells a bit funny. Are you sure we can drink this, Professor?
why not take a sip and find out for yourself?
I think I'll give this one a miss.
Where did I go wrong? I was so sure I brewed something good too. Well, you can only try so many times, eh?
Wait, the order also matters? Or did you?
No, it's the amount.
Oh, the amount, okay.
I'm pretty sure I got something here. 2 sugars. There we go.
Delicious! Just not how sweet this tea is, Professor.
Oh, it's a bit too sweet for me, but I can understand why so many children enjoy it.
I think I could drink a whole pot of this stuff by myself. Just watch me.
You've got quite the sweet tooth, Luke. Just try not to drink it too fast. That definitely sounds like a tea I would like. I'm not a tea person, sadly. I really need to get around to it.
I actually start to become one a bit at work now because of coffee breaks and I'm not drinking coffee. I'm just like, I guess I'll just drink tea.
Now, what kind of tea is it?
I mostly enjoy fruit teas more than herbs.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'll keep that in mind then. Right, let's move on. Right, so you can tell if a person is in need of a tea when they're a bit exasperated, which is a bit random, really, which is kind of annoying. They only appear if you like move left and right on a screen. I'm pretty sure they won't occur here because of, you know, scripted events, I think, so we won't encounter it right now, but it hurts to check just to be safe, you know?
Look at those stalls. Now this is what I call a festival.
Ooh, I just love all the hustle and bustle. It's so wonderful. Shall we take in some more of the plaza sights then? Definitely. Yay! Village exploring. Ooh.
Yay. This is most curious.
Indeed. Let's see. More. I need more. Shit.
Look at this little momentum here, Professor.
It appears to be commemorating something. Let's see what's written on it. Okay, this one's a little mean, but if you think about it. Dropstone was founded 50 years ago, and the founders commissioned a stone sculptor to commemorate that day. Unfortunately, the dozy sculptor managed to engrave the wrong date into it. The whole village had to live with the erroneous sculpture until some bright spark realized that converting it in a certain way would enable the correct date to be displayed. Think about what the sculpture could have been converted into in order to display the correct date. On which date was Dropstone founded? Answer in 4 digits, day and month. Now, well, what do you think would be the answer here to solve it?
I'm not sure I understand the question of the puzzle. So,
The date here is incorrect, but someone figured out how to display the correct date. How would you display it?
is it already displayed on the picture now or not?
Yes and no. I will point out this thing is a fountain.
Okay. So, also date formats, because date formats are super great across countries. So it is the 12th is the day and it is the month.
Month, yes. That's why they put the DDMM right there.
Yeah.
Would you like to have a hint?
Yeah, please.
Alright, so thankfully they already put some alignment here. This being a fountain, what happens when you fill it with water? Something like that. Well, if you fill it with water, it starts reflecting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the number is right in the middle. That little dot there is where the line stops. You just need to visualize what that number is reflected.
So it becomes 13th of 8.
Should be, in theory. Let's see if that's correct. 8. No, I like this. It accepts skewed numbers so well.
That actually is impressive.
Ha! Wonderful.
There we go. Yeah, this one's a bit BS till you realize this thing's a fountain.
Also, this is nitpicky, but if you flip like a 1.5, you still have the little dotty thing, which
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
that's not a 1 anymore, really.
Still
Like,
functions as one.
They could have done it in just like, where it doesn't have it because some fonts are like that, then it would be better.
But it's artistically raw, so you gotta work with what you got. According to the writing here, this village was founded by its first settler 50 years ago.
50 years, that's like a long time for a person, but I suppose it's not very long for a village.
Really isn't. Quite so. But this fact just invites more questions. Why did this settler come here in the first place? It's hard to believe he or she simply set forth from their old residence to found a new village. It is
And
rather
it is
questioning.
weird. Like, because normally you're not like, I will found the city and suddenly a bunch of people come, it just happens.
Hey fellows, a pleasure to meet you. My name is Albert, and I am beautiful Dropstone's #1 fan. I hear you've been running around Dropstone asking questions, but you haven't talked to me yet. If you solve this puzzle, then I, the king of Dropstone trivia, will answer your questions.
Okay, Mr. Know-It-All. Oh, I don't like this one. Below is a wheel of male and female portraits. Select a portrait and continue that portrait as 1. Move 6 portraits either clockwise or anti-clockwise and cross out the last of these 6 portraits. Repeat this pattern starting from the next available portrait and always moving in the same direction. Remember to skip the ones you cross out. If you start at the right portrait, you can remove all the women in the wheel, leaving only the 6 portraits of men behind. Which portrait is this? What?
Okay.
There's
good.
a lot of
So-
fucking rules here.
uh,
Yeah, whilst you process that. Yeah, this one I'm not a fan of. Sometimes the over-explaining is a thing. Oh god. So I'm looking at the answer for this one. They even provide a explanation that I think that even the game couldn't really justify. Oh god.
God.
So judging by, so I think the logic with this puzzle here is you're supposed to be excluding all the females in a method, pretty much. They told us the method. It's just a case of which one do we start with.
Yeah. So.
I mean, if you can figure it out right
But
now.
I'm confused with the first sentence. Select the part, but then continue the portrait as 1. What does that mean?
That's the starting portrait, pretty much. So that's portrait 1.
Okay, and then you move your 6 steps and cross it out.
You either go clockwise or anti-clockwise. Yeah, if you want me to skip this, but I'm not arguing.
Yeah.
Should I put in my answer or not?
Yeah, please. My
Okay.
guess is just flow right now.
Nope.
Yeah, almost.
Close.
This should do.
Because you have to include all the males, so that also includes what you start with.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no. Fuck that. Too many rules.
Yeah.
Too much text. You have to process all that.
Expertly solved. Oh, it gave me chills, it really did. Okay, ask away. If you got any questions about the village or its history, I'm your man.
It's slightly off topic, but do you know anything about a relic known as the Elysian Box? You may have heard people referring to it as Pandora's Box as well.
It's hard to believe, but you've gone beyond my area of expertise. I have never heard of the thing. What I can tell you is that old people in this village jump at the very mention of the supernatural. From what I gather, it seems they have some connection to the village in the days of its founding. unfortunately, that's all the info I can really give you on that subject. Sorry to let you down.
Well, at least he was honest about it. And didn't rub it in his face either.
So, he isn't the king of Terra if he doesn't know about Pandora's talk. Like, seriously, who doesn't know it?
Well, considering he looks quite young for his age, he probably only knows everything about this village and nothing outside of it.
Maybe, yeah. Probably grew up in this village and doesn't want to be like, oh no, I'm a loser because I only ever know things about this village.
Probably.
Parting with one's dear heart is even more painful than the tightest twig. When she was a child, I used to read to her until she fell asleep. She looked just like an angel. Oh, nothing cuts as deep as separation's knife. Perhaps I don't know about that. I never really given it much thought.
Luke, you're only so many years old, you haven't experienced it yet.
Oh, wait not. I wasn't expecting one as young as yourself to fully understand my mind. My lies.
I'll give you that one. I haven't seen that
Come
word used.
Can this game stop coming up with words I don't know? Don't mind me, I will just excuse myself now. You think he just got dumped? Actually, seemed said in a different way, didn't he?
Best not to pry too deeply into the private affairs of others, Luke. It's not becoming of a gentleman.
You're right, Professor.
Sometimes we gotta stick our noses out of it. Let's see, left or right?
And then he started it by just, crying out to us, so.
Odd theme. Cows, but you only got so much to theme on, I guess.
Wow, look at those gigantic car balloons.
It looks like the villagers are setting up for the livestock competition. Livestock competition?
That sounds like fun.
Yes, I'd certainly like to see the competition myself, but it doesn't appear quite ready to start yet. While we're waiting, can we go and see more of the village? Certainly. Return later when the competition commences. Yay!
One minute I just actually started to realize.
What's that?
So, when Flora left the village with us, it was everything she ever knew and everybody that ever looked up for her. What
Yeah.
did Layton do with the fact that she's pretty much an orphan by now and still
Well,
a child?
He's now, under the rules of what he was given with the challenge from the Curious Village, he is now the legal guardian. So,
Okay, but he is surprised that she showed up, so...
yeah, why did he just leave her alone?
Yeah, did he just abandon her someplace? Like, who kept care of her?
This is going to be a problem later on in the series, especially in the next game. They kind of just forget about her a little bit. Because they didn't know what to do with her. It's like, her story arc has been done. What do we do now?
I get, but yeah, okay, but I just, like, okay, this is just what happened, okay. That's not very gentlemanlike.
No, it is not. We should move on.
Oh, the competition still hasn't started.
Well, I wasn't here for that. I was here for more hint coins. There's one. Alright, we can move on now. I'm happy. I found what I needed. That looks like a postman. Yeah, curious. No, I just want to find more hint coins. Oh, we can go in here. Okay, I wasn't expecting to go in here. And my god, cats. This cat sculpture certainly is expressive.
Yeah, he's a cute one. Oh, if you like cats, Professor, I've got just a puzzle for you.
Alright. That's another one. It's another one of these. Okay, so the only difference is that the picture on the far left has content flipped, left to right. Okay, so which one is the matching one? This one's a little bit more difficult, I'll give you that. So, first thing we should do is find out the oddities. Okay, the patterns are different.
C is too narrow in the middle.
So cross that one out. So what's the difference between A and B? I think I can see it. The eyelashes on A, the top one, is smaller than the one on B. So it has to be B then. Because C's has the long eyelashes as well.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the
It
smallest
isn't this up
fucking.
to-
That's the smallest fucking detail I could spot.
This should do the trick.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Nicely thought.
At a glance, you would miss that. It's so small, especially with the DS's small frame. Like, what we're seeing here is actually an expanded image compared to how small the DS originally was.
Yeah, there's a special place in houses for people who's like, oh, spot the difference on tiny screens that don't have the best quality.
And pixelated. My favorite.
You always make it look so easy.
Yeah, moving on. Let's see. Nope. I was gonna say, ooh, hint coin in the till. Don't mind me.
Excuse me, sir.
No, I'm just here for your hint coins, not for your personal money.
Greetings. I don't think I've seen you in these parts before. May I ask your name?
Sorry, I have to point this out. My god, the nose to head ratio is fucking huge. It looks like they had a different face in mind, but they're just like, oh wait, this isn't exaggerated enough. What do we do?
Yeah.
I know, just the thing.
Also, just like next to Layton's nose.
Of course, my name is Herschel Layton, Professor of Archaeology, Gressonheller University.
Charmed, sir. Welcome to Topstone, Professor Layton. My name is Dwarfia, and I'm a maid in the service of the Anderson family. Tell me, what brings you to our humble village?
My companions and I are after an artifact known as the Elysian Box. You heard that name before?
Can't say that I have, but the master is quite knowledgeable about curiosities such as that.
The Master, madam?
Oh yes, excuse my thoughtlessness. I keep forgetting you're new here. You see, I've ventured there's not a single resident of our village who doesn't know Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, there it is.
I see. Well, if it's possible, we'd be very grateful for an audience with Mr. Anderson.
Normally, say he'd be glad to receive you, but lately he's been preoccupied with his daughter.
Oh, it's the older gentleman we saw earlier. I don't mean to pry, but has there been some issue between Mr. Anderson and his daughter?
Yes, just between you and me. And his daughter has been secretly planning a trip alone. Secretly planning a trip alone? I hope she's not planning to run away. What's worse is that the master has started to suspect something is going on behind his back. But after much discussion, we servants have decided to give her a warm send-off.
So, you're in support of allowing this girl to go off on her own? Why is that?
Because the purpose of the trip is to fulfill the wishes of the young lady's mistress, late grandmother.
I see. May I inquire as to what those wishes might have been?
Well, I must have only heard scraps of the story from other people, so I can't say much. But whatever the request, it's one that the young mistress seems to feel is extremely important. Oh, look at that! Here I'm guessing away, and there's supper to prepare. Please excuse me, Professor Layton. I need to get back to work. Hey, wait a second. Rats, she's gone. Is it just me, Professor? Does it sound like Mr. Anderson's daughter's planning to leave home? If she is, doesn't it seem strange to you that the family servants are cheering her on?
Yes, very. And think about the consequences should Mr. Anderson find out what's been going on. The servants must have a truly solid reason if they resolve to keep a secret like this.
What could it possibly be? Getting this feeling Tomstock isn't as ordinary as it looks.
You're not the only one, Luke. But enough speculation. Let's go and explore more of the village.
Okay, Professor.
I never thought we were done with curious villages as it is.
Yeah. Is it that strange that people are like, yeah, go your own life, this will be good? Like, I feel like people are like, yeah, be happy wherever you want to be happy.
I think there's some context we're missing here.
Yeah.
I think I'll voice this one. Let me process what we can do here. I never forget a face, and I don't know any of yours. You must have come on the Military Express. Since you're new in town, let me clue you in on a few key facts about Dropstone. I know you're interested, so don't act all bashful and reserved on my account. Listen, if you only know one name in Dropstone, make sure it's Mr. Anderson's. Not only is the man swimming in money, but he basically runs Dropstone. He's a top bloke who treats everyone with respect, even the postman. That'd be me, by the way. You can tell a lot about a man by the way he treats his local postie. But even nice guys like him have troubles. I hear he spends all his time worrying about his daughter. That reminds me, I just saw a pair of unusual characters head up towards Mr. Anderson's house. They said they were policemen from London, but something about them seemed awfully fishy to me.
Two people, huh?
Are you referring to Inspector Chummy and his assistant? Chummy, you say? Well, that sounds right. He said he was here on official police business and he'd see Mr. Anderson.
Do you think there's a connection between Mr. Anderson and the Elysian Box, Professor?
Well, it seems that Mr. Anderson serves as the head of this community. It's only natural that he'd know about who and what passes through this area. He's a big fish, all right. You're bang on the money about that. I mean, even the owner of the Military Express stops in to pay him a visit when he's in town. Yes, I bet those two officers are being waited on like kings at Mr. Anderson's as we speak. But enough chit-chat. We've got a festival going on now, so go and have some fun. Okay, then. I'm guessing that's Anderson's house back there. Or wherever that is. There's another hut right there. A little lacking in the windows, that one there. Actually, you say that. That looks more like a farm area, to be fair. It's like fenced off grass there. Oh wait, we can go forward. Bugger. Hang on. Going back. Oh, who's this man?
Hey there, I'm a world traveler, but I'm stuck here until I can score a ticket on the Pandora Express. I was hoping for a freebie, so I told Mr. Wang one of my puzzles to break the ice. Unfortunately for me, he got all hot under the collar but he just couldn't solve it. Hey man, you have a better luck with it.
Alright. Baggage claim. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my god damn it.
Oh, how can this be? Okay, so we just need to get the package out. There's only so many moves we can make here, so... Okay. That. This. Move that out of the way.
Yeah, then you can move
That in there.
move it up.
Oh, that wasn't so bad.
That's way easier than others, yeah.
Consider this puzzle solved.
There's only so many moves you can make.
And there we have it.
There we go. All done. Easy. Now why can't they all be like that?
Very clever though, aren't you? With people like you around, maybe we actually solved the mystery of the Monetary Express. People say that train occasionally makes a stop at the Phantom Town, found on no map.
Hmm.
Could just be a wild rumor for who knows? An uncharted town. Wow, I wonder if that's true.
Hmm. Haven't heard that yet. Interesting. Anyway. There's one there. Another one around, maybe? Surprise me. Come on. Give me the goods. Need those hint coins. I want them. There's one. Alright, that one's a bit BS there, just being a rock on the road. That is... You wouldn't be indicated to touch it.
Yeah, I just touch it everywhere. Wow, look at the size of that mansion. I bet you could get lost in there.
This looks like a 3-story house, really. Nothing that special. It is impressive, to say the least. I'm sure that massive manor belongs to Mr. Anderson.
So, that's where Inspector Calme and his assistant went, right?
I'd like to see this place for myself. Can we go and take a look? No, for now I think our best course of action is to gather what information we can in the village. Also, it's not on our budget to actually draw the interior of that building. Besides,
That's fair.
I imagine the Andersons already have their hands full with the current guests. I'm pretty sure legit. It's just they didn't have the budget for the interior. It's like, yeah, we don't actually need to be in there, do
Yeah,
we?
they did it last game and it has to be enough, right?
Yeah. There. Who's this man? He looks... Okay, I watch a YouTuber called Some Call Me Johnny. He looks fucking exactly like him. I almost
Gabe.
1-to-1. He's Gabe.
Not game.
Gabe, no. Ooh. I should do it.
Good afternoon. What are you doing there, sir?
Me? Oh, I'm just doing a little fishing in this here lake.
Sounds like a lot of work. Have you had much luck?
Actually, that's a good question. Now that I think about it, how many have I managed to catch today? Yeah, that's our puzzle. Oh, I don't like this one. It's an illusionary trick for starters. Okay, a large net has been cast out in a pond to catch some fish. The pond surface is small, but it's actually wider underwater, so parts of the sunken net are no longer visible from the surface. Assuming there are no tears in the net and that the whole rim of the net is constructed of a single length of rope that ends on the shore, how many of the fish visible in the pond will be caught when the net is pulled up? Okay, this would help with the memo function. We can do this legit. Okay, so that must logically loop over there. That must do that. Must loop there.
Yeah, okay, we have a
Must loop
starting point.
there. That must loop there.
That is a really good way of doing this.
It's a little awkward, but doable. There we go. That's our full net. So now all we have to do is just follow inside that line, and we can find out. There's one.
So
Let me go. That's not fish. One. Still one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm currently counting. That seems to be it.
yeah, what does
Okay.
it say 7?
Yeah, let's do that. Unless there's one off screen I'm not seeing.
Here goes.
Okay, good.
That was almost too easy.
That's one of the good uses of the memo puzzle again. Thank fuck they included that.
It is really nice, yeah.
Really nice feature. What a haul! Tonight I feast like a king. Okay, Mr. Some Call Me Johnny, sir. Goodbye. Oh, that was quick. It was done, and easy. I'm gonna speak to this man now.
Professor, I think this chap here fell asleep standing up.
Judging by his uniform, he must be a security guard. I certainly don't approve of sleeping on the job. Perimeter is secure. Please confirm identity by solving this puzzle. Okay, rude. Oh, yes. I think I remember this one. 3 loops of rope are tangled together with a single red rope that has been tied in a very loose knot. Can you work out how many of the small loops of rope would get caught in this knot when the red rope is pulled tight from both ends? Remember, if a loop passes through the knotted part of the red rope now, it may fall away when the red rope is tightened. Yeah, fuck this puzzle. I remember doing this one and I was 100% positive. It's like, no, fuck you, you did that wrong.
I also don't like string related
It would help
puzzles.
doing this practically. I'm terrible at knots as it is, so... yeah, this is one of those puzzles that would help if you could do it practically. But I don't have all that string on me right now. Let's just think about it for a minute. Okay, I can confirm... Positive the light green one would get caught. It's in between the red string right now.
I feel like green and yellow.
We get
On the-
knotted up though, that's the thing. Fuck. I hate knots. I think yellow will slip right through though.
Yellow will, yeah. Guess it's 2 then.
Let's go with 2. I feel like that's just the mistake I made before. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is the mistake I made before. It has to be 1 then.
My, this one is
I mean,
quite
1
formidable.
string is being knotted up. It's in itself.
No, that would be too cruel.
Let's be 1. Can't be 3. That's too
Now
obvious.
to test my theory.
Hey?
Wait.
Well,
Can't be
I
3.
Is it
suppose that's
0
one
then?
possibility eliminated.
Fuck, yeah, that was it. That's the answer. Even though it's like, that's not how knots work. Well, apparently it is. Fuck you.
Would really all of them be...
And now to test my theory. And
I
there we
knew
have
something
it.
off with the green one. Because it doesn't get caught in the knot, it's outside of it.
But why? You pull it tight and it's in there, right?
It's not in the knot itself, that's the thing. If you did this thing practically, you would get that same result.
Oh, I see, yeah.
It's in the string outside of the knot's range. Yeah, I still hate this puzzle though, because I couldn't do it
Yeah.
practically. Correct answer confirmed. Well done, sir. Must be hopelessly addicted to puzzles if he's talking about them in his sleep. Even I don't do that. Strange man.
That's not true, Professor. Oh, it's Inspector Chelmy. Well, look who it is.
Hello, Inspector. Are you returning from the Anderson estate?
I don't know where you get your information, Layton, but you sly as a fox. As a matter of fact, I did just come from there, but Mr. Anderson himself wasn't home. Seems like he's off presiding over some livestock competition or other. A likely story, I'm sure.
Oh, he doesn't know. I'm curious. Have you found a connection between Mr. Anderson and the case you're investigating?
Not that it's any of your business, but perhaps you can be of help. I'd heard rumors that he had tried to find this Elysian box in the past, so I went to talk to him. But when I got to the house, the butler told me he wasn't home and that I should leave at once. Can you believe it? Mind you, I wouldn't be surprised if he was just pretending not to be at home. I went out of my way to go up and see the man. The least he could do is offer me a copper. But why would Mr. Anderson be interested in the Elysian box in the first place?
It's anyone's guess, Luke. We won't know more until we can ask him in person.
In that case, I suppose we should head over there. The livestock competition Mr. Anderson is judging. Fine. Layton's Bowen ship roll around in the mud with his precious car. I shall be elsewhere. As far as I'm concerned, the whole thing is nothing more than a frivolous distraction for the rich.
He's not wrong.
I can only assure his obsession with the box stems from the excess of time and money on his hands. If you see anything that might help this investigation, report it to me straight away. You hear?
We're always happy to cooperate, Inspector. Now, please excuse us.
Fine, off you go. Come along, Barton. We got work to do.
Yes, sir.
Alright, we better hurry back to the competition grounds.
Alright then. That's for next time then. At least we know where we're going.
Yeah.
Actually, let me just double check this man here. Nope, nothing relevant. It's a bit weird that he's just guarding a thing and then doesn't do anything in response for solving his puzzle. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, so far, just like Orient Stream 2, I'm much more happy with the pace we're moving here.
Nice.
Amazing contrast it does when changing a game.
It's also nice that no, we already asked the questions ourselves and don't have to be like, hey, can you tell me more about this thing and about this thing
No, I
and
don't
this
think
thing
it
that you
will.
just mentioned?
No, do it tomorrow, I think.
Actually, yeah. Speaking of tomorrow, like
Mhm.
tomorrow, Orion would have time, so I guess we move to stream, right? Or just
Yeah, it's probably going to be a delayed stream. If it happens, though, that's the thing. We've been here
yeah,
before.
yeah,
Keep an open ear. Maybe there'll be a
yeah.
stream tomorrow, maybe not. But regardless, there will be one next week. So, is that?
Yep.
Yeah. So, till then,